Hello and konnichiwa. I am the Mega 76 and today I am filming the first part of our next kit, the RX-93 V Gundam. I've got all the stuff out of the box so you didn't have to be bored with just me pulling stuff out of a packet. I've decided for all of these kit building videos now, thanks to some very good feedback from a YouTube friend of mine, that what I should do is when I'm building and I'm describing a build, what I can also do is I can have the part of the instructions that I'm doing displayed on camera for you guys. So I'm just going to get straight into it and do what I can in a certain amount of time and see where I get. And if I don't get too far, I don't get too far. If I get quite far, I get quite far. I can cut it into 2 videos if I want. I can cut it into 1 video. Really doesn't matter, to be honest. So let's just get straight into it. So starting off, and I'm going to display this on screen, same with every part, just to show you, I'm doing this part of the instructions, which is D1, A17, and B8. So here, in my hand, I have D1. It is a very turquoisey piece, and the only part on the D runner, so it should be easy to take off here. So just going to clip that right off and then pop it right out. Really, I probably don't even need to clip it because some of the parts have already come off inside of the box. So thankfully, they haven't snapped. But if they did, I would be in big trouble. And then we've got A17, so just move this runner out the way. A17, which is that bit right there, which should be pretty easy to take off. This is my first entry grade kit since I built the entry grade RX-78 too. So, been a while since I built an entry grade, you guys. I've been sticking to high grades mostly. Then we need B8. So B8 is that mask piece right there, which just pops right off. These parts are designed to easily pop off in order to be put together well. So based on the instructions here, I need to slide this in that way. So that just slides itself right on in there. And this piece here, B8, just slides on the front of the face, just like that, which I think is really good. So far, already looking amazing. And then what I need next, and I'll again display this on screen, is B1. And what that's going to do is it is going to basically cover over the top, pretty much. The entire top of the head, practically all of it. So if I put that down, and I'm just going to do a quick little bit of trimming here. And I am going to slide this right on in and push that right up in there. Already looking quite good so far. I am actually going to move the light a bit closer to you guys so you can see this headpiece right there. That is our wonderful, glorious headpiece. And I'm going to move this back over here just so I can see a bit more of what I'm doing. So I've got that. Now I need to get A18 and A13. Now I'm going to pop those right off. A18 and A13. Where's A18? There's A18. Do not want to damage these pieces. They are very thin. So be careful when you're removing these from your runner. They are thin and flimsy. So there we have A13 and A18 pulled off of our wonderful runner here. Just going to do that quickly, just because I want to make sure all the parts are where I want them to be. So we're going to start by sliding A13 on the front of this head, and then over the top of it we are going to clamp A18 just like that, just to hold it down. And that should be our head done. Hang on, I will move the light back to you guys. I know it might seem very disorganised for you, but trust me. There we go. That is our headpiece there. Again, if you want a clearer view of what I'm doing, I will, of course, have the instructions displayed for all of you to see. Go have a quick sip of my drink. Yes, I'm still drinking Pepsi. Very nice. I do like it. But I am not sponsoring. Not sponsored. So that's our head done, and we are moving on to the body section, where we need C4 and B18. This is runner C right here, and there is piece number 4. The C runner definitely feels like softer plastic, which I do not mind whatsoever. C4 and B18 it says. So B18 is right about there. So it's surprising, these plastics actually feel, like compared to a high grade, these plastics actually feel quite chalky to me. I don't know if that's weird, but they do feel a little bit different. So facing that way, we're going to slide it in. On the instructions, as you can see on screen, it does tell you the orientation of pieces and how they need to be. So, speaking of B, we're going to grab B19, which is now displayed on screen for you and showing you what I am doing. Oh my god, this is going to be an absolute nightmare. Oh my god, I think I just trimmed off the peg. Oh no, I just trimmed off a peg. That is not good. And that's because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. There you go, lesson learned. Always pay attention to what you're doing when you are building a kit. Because if you don't, you might end up like I just did. But other than that, it looks good. Let's hope that piece isn't important for anything. Let's hope. So now on the instructions, also displayed on screen, it says we need A1, 9 and 10. So grabbing our A1 runner, we need A1, 9 and A1, 10. This feels surprisingly larger than most kits I have built at the moment. I think this might be a fairly big one. So we've got A1, 9 right there and A1, 10 right about here. So if I just trim those right off, got A1, 9 and 10, put that back there. And all it is you make sure they're all lined up and you slide them into each other. Simple as that. And then what happens is you slide you slide our little A concoction over the top of our minuscule white part, and should come out something like that. You can tell what I mean by this feels a bit big, right? Because when you look at a lot of the other kits we've built so far, they look fairly small, don't they, compared to this? Like, it feels quite large compared to the high-grade RX-93 to Earth Colour. And, oh my god, it feels like just yesterday I started building that, which it wasn't. It was like a month ago. It was like a month ago I started building that. But it feels like yesterday. So, next part of our instructions, B14 and and C3. So we've got our B runner. Make sure not to cut off any clips this time. I'm going to beat myself up about that for the rest of this video, and probably most of the next one. But yeah, we've got B14, which just pops right in the top of here, because it's our neck peg ball joint part, whatever. I like that everything on this is colour separated, except for the red designs on the shield and the shoulder. That's the only thing about this that isn't colour separated, which is why I absolutely love it. And we're going to grab C, not B. I'm so used to B being grey. We're going to grab C3 right off of here. I don't think it has any specific orientation because they are both the exact same, but just make sure that bit that's filled in is facing forward. And that gives you a good looking part. That's your neck built. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab A111, which is, I've just snapped another piece off of the A runner, which is very annoying, but looking at the instructions, I'm glad we get to use that soon, because it's part of the backpack. I snapped off part of the backpack. It's not broken, just came off. Then grabbing A111, which is our piece that goes in the middle of whatever. I can't remember exactly what, but it slides in this middle bit here, and it's going to be lovely and nice to put in there. There we go. Managed to get that in quite snug, considering the peg is missing. Actually, that holds together just fine without the peg. Surprising, huh? Holds together quite nice. Again, each of this displayed on screen. I know it might sound like, why are you repeating it? We can see it. I'm doing this in post. I'm adding it all in post. So, instead of me having to hold stuff up to you all the time, just look at this corner of the screen, where there's mostly just green, and that will be where the instructions are displayed. This is a new thing I started with the review for the RX-78 2 Earth Colour version, which is just having the... moving that out of the way, because that was just the edge of the light and it was bugging me. With having the green screen as a background. I got this green screen a while ago, never used it really. This is my first time using it, and I've got it clipped to the ceiling. It is huge. It goes up the entire wall of my recording room. What I would really need is, well, my recording room is my bedroom, but what I would really need is I'd need a big bar to go along the top of the room, or like a ton of bars that I can like move, and I'd clip it onto that, because at the moment I've got this clip to where my curtains are, because this is the same place as where I filmed everything else. Alright, enough of me ranting. I'm going to cut out A11 and A12 so that we can have some design in our torso. Eh? How's that sound? Grab our wonderful runner. A11 has already popped out on me, so I can just slide that part straight in. And if A11 popped out in the box, A12 shouldn't be too difficult to just tear out with my bare hands. Oh, voice crack. Ay, ay, ay. Shouldn't be too difficult to tear out with my bare hands, which I have just done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide that in perfectly, creating our 2 yellow patches there and there. Now we need A1, 18, 19 and 20, which is this part, which has already come off on us. And these other 2 parts here, 18 and 19. Annoyed about this. Again, because the entry grade plastic is a tiny bit weaker, it does mean that when you are taking it off of the runner, that it doesn't want to. It just means that when you're taking it off the runner, it might come off on its own, and some of the runner itself might actually break. So what I've just done, and again, it's on screen, I still can't wrap my head around it. I mean, I can, but I just keep forgetting. Like, don't explain everything you're doing, because it's there for you to see. But it is good that I point it out, right? Like, again, if I need feedback, put it in the comments. If you want, like, if you recommend any kits for me to build. I mean, I have got another 4 lined up, I think. I haven't filmed them yet, but I have got another 4 kits ready for me to build. But, you know, if you want to recommend any kits, I am glad to take requests. I've already built however many I said in that RX-93 video. Check those out. They're very fun. 5 of them. So I managed to spread that out and get a good bit of content. But, you know, doing well on this so far. Still the first video, and we're only 17 minutes in. 17:49, really. But, you know, what can you do? And now I need a 16, 15 and 17. Why did I say it in that order? 15, 16 and 17. So A1, 15. A1, 16. Do not cut off that clip. I dropped it. And I got it. Then A1, 17. I am very proud of myself so far. So what I'm going to do is 16 goes on that side. Like that, I think. Let me have a closer look. Yes, like that. Okay. There we go, perfect, just like that, and then in there that goes, and then a 15 should go right in here. Sorry, I think one of my neighbours is blasting loud music and stuff, which is very annoying, because I am filming. Quiet. But, I mean, I can't control what they do. So, you know. Next up, I need A16 and A114. So, A16 and A114, which is this and 6 and 14. Do not cut 14 in pieces. It is a 14 for A1 is very small. Do not drop it. I repeat, do not drop. So that should plug in like so. Then this goes over it. I'm assuming that way, right? Yeah. I think I've got that the right way. Again, everything I'm doing, it'll be on screen. Oh my god, I need to stop saying that. Talk about something else, why don't I? So, yeah. With the new setup, that's what I was talking about. I think I'm quite proud of it, with all the green screen. Got it clipped down. You can see one of the clips here. That is a clip, and that is holding this thing down. And I've got 3 of them holding it up to the ceiling. Well, to my curtains, but, you know, not putting any strain on it, so who cares? It is, ooh, pardon me. It's also drooped down all down here, so if I wanted to go invisible, I could, but I'm not going to do that. I want it down here. Thank you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab B12 and B13. Still part of this same bit. I'm just going to have it up all as one. Like each panel of the instructions I'll have up all as one. Unless it's like long, in which I like half and half it. I'm figuring this out as I go along. Again, if you have any requests or queries or comments of just support, don't mind if you don't enjoy my videos. If you don't, tell me why. Tell me why you don't enjoy them. I would love to hear your opinion. And yes, I am being total seriousness with that. I would absolutely love to hear your opinion. And that is the most genuine I will be with you. Actually, I'm very genuine with you guys. I say things as they are. Oh, this piece is deciding to be a problematic thing. Oh, bloody hell. I don't want to break this. I really don't. Maybe I've done that the wrong way. Oh yeah, I have. I was putting the wrong one in the wrong side. Whoops. Blame me. It's because I didn't do them one by one. It's because I did them together. Blame me. But what I can do now is I can pop that in the back, which is just easy as 2 pegs going in 2 holes. Don't even think I need to display that on screen because it's a given. If you're building this along with me, how are you finding it? Are you having any problems? Just let me know. If so, if there are any like QC issues that you have with this, tell me. Because I would definitely like to know so I can be careful with mine. And right now it is quite big. It's not heavy, it's just big. Surprisingly big. I mean, I'd say it's bigger than the RX-93 we built before. So I need B2, 3 and 4. Which is off of here. And it looks like a lightsaber actually. That's pretty cool. And there we go. And that should just snap and rotate like so. And same with these. Before I started doing these sort of videos, I did have videos on this channel before. I did delete all of them. But I only got rid of them because I felt like starting again. Because I did not enjoy what I did before. But now I actually enjoy what I do. So I'm just popping all of these together. Oh, I dropped it. But thankfully it landed in my lap, so I didn't lose much. There we go. Then that cap goes on the top. That builds our little blade. And going in at that angle is our sword. So, we have done our torso. If you are also building this along with me, you can tell what I mean by it is big compared to the normal kit. Honestly, I'd say this torso is about the same size as the torso on a Gundam Universe figure, which I do have 3 of, by the way. Just thought I'd point that out. I have one of the Amazon exclusive ones, and I'm very happy with that. So, I mean, 25 minutes in, I reckon I'm going to call it here for this one. I know it might be like, oh, it's only 25 minutes. The other ones were 33 and a bit, so it's kind of like ending it on a normal note. And it means I could probably do this in 3 videos instead of 2, which is nicer for me. So next time, it will be just the arms next time. Then in the last one, actually, yeah, just the arms in this one. Then I'll do the waist and the legs. Then if I have time, I'll throw the accessories in there as well. Although I could do the arms. Well, the waist comes before the legs in the instructions. So I'll do the arms next video. Then I'll do the waist and legs in the video after, and either the accessories in the same video as the waist and legs, or in a different video. I'm not entirely sure yet. But for now, I'm going to call it. So, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.